This is
Hi, this is Vidzai.
and my channel is Kaya's Gogo. Thank you for stopping by. So we're finally in Zimbabwe, in Bulawayo, a beautiful place, enjoying being outdoors in the sun and just listening to the sounds of nature. Great being here. Beautiful, bright, sunny day. Hoping for some rains, but right now the sun is just great. So I just wanted to talk about moving to Africa. If anyone is planning to move to the continent, just a few things to talk about, just to help each other out if anyone has a plan of making the move. First of all, what I want to say is you have to be clear about your intent to move to the continent. You have to remove all doubt, you remove all second guessing. Just do it. Once you make up your mind to do it, keep the plan moving, right?
Yeah, and do a lot of research. Try and find out, especially if you are going into a new home or a home that you may have bought over the years and haven't lived in it, you might want to make a list of good contacts of contractors, electrical, water, heating, anything. You need to have a good contact of people who are reliable. You will need that, and utilize your resources at home. Find from friends, relatives. They might give you a good list, but really be careful who you choose to do what work at your place.
Right, and the other thing that that I'm trying to, build on is once you've made up your mind, you're coming, come, and exactly what Zizai has talked about. If you have a home, make sure you have good resources lined up to either help you get it going, if it's already up and running, just to maintain and do anything else that you might need. He's quite right that you do need to source out good people to help you with that. Now, while you're still out in the diaspora, make a timetable for executing your plan to move. Have things in place that, strategically you start doing as you move forward with the plan to come to the continent. You have to bear in mind that life happens and plans do change. For instance, we would have been here maybe 7 months ago, but the pandemic came around and all the plans were shifted, moved. Our departure from North America was delayed 7 months. So while you're planning, just bear in mind that plans can change. If you have a longer planning phase, start getting busy. Like, for instance, when I started talking about coming back to Zimbabwe, that must have been maybe 6-7 years ago, and friends and family just thought it was talk. Nobody seemed to take me seriously, but I already had that thought in mind, and I was thinking of the move. And one thing that we did over the years was to visit frequently. And it's something that you might want to do when you are thinking of that move to the continent. This is a vast continent, 54 countries. You choose where you want to go. Take time to visit the place before you go. That helps. Some people are bold and brave enough not to visit a place and just go. We did that when we first moved to Canada. We just went. But if you can, take the time, visit the place, take a look around at one or more countries. If your focus on getting onto the continent is still further away. have so many options of places to go. We have coastal countries that are on the coast, eastern coast and western coast, beautiful places to go to. We are inland. Zimbabwe is right in the middle, landlocked, but it's still a beautiful destination. Love it here. Couldn't think of any other place to go to and settle, but definitely we will be visiting other African countries and spend time seeing what the African continent has to offer. Now, the other thing that when you get closer to the time that you want to make the move, you have to decide whether you want to ship your belongings or just bring your suitcase and find stuff where you are going. I can tell you that Zui and I chose to bring our goods. So that's a video that keep watching. Once we get our consignment here, we'll let you know what the process is. I've had some comments on one of my videos. People want to know about shipping. Keep watching. I'll get that out to you soon. But you make the decision whether to ship your personal belongings or just come with your suitcase. Either way is fine. That's a personal choice. I'm not going to say this is the right way to do it or this is the wrong way to do it. But what I know with our decision to bring our goods, over the years we've been visiting the country, and we know some things that we had are not readily available here, or if they are, it's not what we would want to have. So we chose to bring our belongings with us.
And then the other thing that you might take into account is if you do choose to frequently visit for your final move, is to make a list, almost like a shopping list. What can I buy in the in my destination country, or what should I get where I'm currently residing, so that you figure out whether you're carrying a few things or you're bringing everything with you. Because definitely frequent visits will kind of enlighten you about the goods that are available, their quality, if you're particular about certain things, and that's a good thing to take note of. And also, for instance, we know that almost like all over the world, resources like electricity, water are now at premium, so decide whether it's okay for you to bring solar equipment or to rely on the local electrical utility companies if they are reliable. So all those things, it's so easy to come in and look at them and say, oh, I'll do this. But if you don't make a note at the end when you are just about to come, believe me, you'll miss a lot of things. So yeah, I would make a list of what to bring and what to get where I'm going.
And speaking of electrical goods, like you mentioned, electricity is, let me say, on and off. We've been here a couple of weeks, maybe 2 weeks now, going on to our third week, and I must say the situation with electricity has much improved from our previous visits. So hopefully it stays that way. So this is why, thinking in terms of solar is a good idea, whether you get your solar from outside or you come and get it here. There are solar businesses that are selling solar panels. And it's definitely an important thing to have solar. And you also have to think in terms of the gadgets, fridges, TVs and stuff like that. I think Zai can speak to that. But the system of wattage or voltage is different here. So there might be a need maybe for a step-down transformer, but I'm going to let Zai maybe share a little bit about that. The electricity voltage or wattage in North America is different from what you have here in Zimbabwe specifically, and I think it would be the same in the region for
Yeah, just in the
South
region.
Africa and Malawi and Zambia. I'm talking of the Southern African region. So when you pick up something from out there that might need possibly a step-down transformer to be able to use it here. So be aware.
Yeah. So what I would say is that anytime you're thinking of, and this goes specifically for people living in North America. I know for sure in Canada, USA, and Mexico, they use 110 volts, whereas in Europe they use 220 to 240, same as in most parts of Africa. So if you're coming from from the Americas, or at least from North America, be mindful of what you buy. For instance, if you bought a computer, it's easy because a computer will normally have a power supply that takes both 110 all the way through to 240, and some televisions, refrigerators, not so much, the stoves, not so much. So you need to be mindful of that. If you love what you have and you want to bring what you have, you could also get a step-down transformer so that you can plug in your 110 appliance into a step-down socket that will give you 110 volts from 220 or 240. So be mindful of that. It's very important that you keep those in mind whenever you are buying. So yeah, those are the on the electrical side, you need to be aware of that. And also the same thing with tools. If you're going to buy power tools, your drills, your sanders, or whatever power tools that you use in the home, if you're coming from North America, be mindful of the voltage that you're getting into.
Yeah. So that's a good tip, because you might get something that you might not be able to use here.
Yeah.
Because of that difference in the voltage. The other thing that we have also done while we were planning, we knew that we would have to get cars that are right-hand drives, right?
Yeah, the right-hand wheel drives. Yeah.
Because the driver here is on the right-hand side. The steering wheel
It's on the right-hand
is
side.
on the right-hand side, whereas coming from Canada and the United States, the steering wheel is on the left.
And Europe as well. I think UK is the only one, and maybe not in Ireland. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
But UK is on the right-hand side. So
Yeah.
if you're coming from any country other than the UK and Japan, I think Malaysia and the like, you'll probably be using a left-hand drive car. So you need to be mindful of that. We decided we wanted to use the right-hand side, or the right-hand wheel side, because it makes driving easier and safer. When you're passing other cars, you don't have to go all the way out of your lane onto the oncoming traffic to decide whether to pass or not. So that is very important, and definitely I would advise people to think about it very seriously, and especially if you are beginning to age, your reflex kind of slows down, so you want to be safe.
Yeah, we definitely made that decision to get right-hand drive cars. No time to deal with figuring out where I am on the road in relation to everybody else who's driving. And besides, cars drive on the left.
Yeah, we drive on the left side here.
And then out in Canada and America, you are driving on the right side of the road. Too much confusion, so we got cars from the UK. They're on the way, and once they get here, we'll let you know. So that's what we've done. And those are the sort of things that you need to think about when you decide to relocate. The car situation. I think Zimbabwe, I'm not sure, but I'm almost 100% positive that they will let you drive a left-hand drive car. So if you are not
comfortable,
where you're not afraid like some of us, then you can go ahead and drive that car here. So we've decided on the easier route. And, those are some of the basic things that one needs to consider when you're making this move. Do I take a car? Do I not take a car? Do I take furniture? Do I not take furniture? The place is just fine. I will be showing you my visit to a store where we bought something, and the goods are available. So if you choose not to ship, you can certainly get stuff here. Bear in mind that it might not be the same.
Lots of money.
Lots of money, yeah. And it might not be the same kind of things that you would have had out where you're coming from. But also, it's good to support the economy that way. So, personal decisions here. No judging, please. No judging. We chose to do that. There's also a cost that comes with it. So, but don't make that hesitation. Once you have that feeling that you want to move to Africa, you have a destination in mind, you are originally from the continent needs you. It's waiting for you to come back. I don't know who better to help the continent move forward than most of us, most of you guys who are out there with the expertise. Bearing in mind, you don't come here telling people that you're the expert, you know everything. No, but sharing ideas, sharing resources, building relationships, and finding ways to make our continent better, move forward in the 21st century, not for us to continuously be on the behind of everybody else. I think there's enough of us with expertise scattered all over the world. If we channeled all our efforts, one person at a time, one building block at a time, uplifting each other, uplifting the continent, we would get to somewhere where our power will be recognizable. So I am encouraging and urging anyone out there, please do not hesitate to make the move. Africa needs you. Africa is waiting. Africa is beautiful. Africa has a lot to offer. And until and unless we embrace it, us first and foremost, the Africans, people of African descent, who are we waiting for? So please don't make the hesitant decision, oh, I can't get in there, oh, it's like this. Come see it for yourself, come experience it. Just remember, it's not Europe, it's not North America, it's not Asia, it is Africa. It's beautiful. It awaits you. So come and join us. We're here. We've made it. It's good to be back home. It is really good to be back. And I'm hoping that the conversation will stay 1, 2 people to be able to get the courage to make the move.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So keep watching, share the video, subscribe please, and put the comments, and I will surely get to the comments and answer your questions. Look forward to a couple of videos of what is going on as we build up our stay here. Until the next time, please do take care of each other and yourselves. And bye-bye for now.